We are back like we never left, my people. No Filter is back like we never left, my people. So we're here to talk about the UCL night, man, Charlie. The round of 16 was crazy. I think this is the greatest round of 16 I've ever watched in my lifetime. Ever watched. So many goals, so many goals, so many drama. And we are loving it. So we are about to talk about the best club in the world. The greatest club in the world. The greatest club that has produced the greatest football team ever seen on planet Earth. We are about to talk about Barcelona. So yeah, so without wasting much time, I just want to say what a good day. What a day to be a Barcelona fan, friends. Like, this is crazy. You have zero idea how it feels if you're a Manchester United fan, bro. This is crazy. I'm sorry for the shot, but you needed to take that. It's wild. Every Barcelona fan was going crazy yesterday. We blew Newcastle out 7-2 on the night. We scored 7 goals in 90 minutes. Exactly 90 minutes. No +1, no +2. 7 goals in 90. In fact, we scored 7 when the time was still around 73 minutes or something like that. That's how good we are. That's how good Barcelona is when they are in their flow. So yesterday we witnessed a whole bunch of goals, a lot of drama. So let's talk about the first half. The first half was a bit nervy. I didn't like the first half at all, bro. So if you're watching our watch along, if you're following the watch along, my reaction wasn't good because, I don't like the fact that we score and then they equalize, we score and then they equalize. And I'm sitting in the middle of two enemies, one Madridista and then one Chelsea fan. So I didn't like that. But we caught breath at the end of the first half. Rafinha was held when he almost made it 3. He was held by Trippier, and I think that ball was supposed to be a red card, bro. When we are playing Camp Nou, when Barcelona are playing at the Camp Nou, there are only few teams on planet Earth that can actually compete. And this season, we are making the Camp Nou a fortress, bro. We didn't become a fortress. If you don't know, you step foot at the Camp Nou, I'm sorry, bro. You're done. You are done. And those of you who were saying, oh, if Arsenal catch you, then go kill you. You Barcelona, Arsenal won't test your high line. In fact, we dey say Man U them all won't test our high line, bro. Man U, really? We're serious right now? Man U won't test one high line. Really? Then they play once a month. Then pass national team. Anyways, I don't want to talk about Man U right now. I don't want to cook the Premier League fans right now. Until we meet what be the name? Arsenal. Then lash Arteta in Arsenal before I go start the what? I go start the camp for you guys, bro. But for now, we are here to talk about Barcelona. So in the first half, I think we started well. We started so well. We were on the game. We wanted the goals early. We were pressing. We were running. We were creating the movement, the dynamism. It was fun to watch. And then quickly, Lamine the Dream Yamal gets in the middle of the pitch, dropped a body, played a wicked pass. Say wicked. One of the craziest pass I've seen all season. And then the pass dropped another defender and then finds Rafinha. Rafinha lets it roll to Fermin Lopez. Fermin tacks it back to Rafinha, and the calmness of the finish, bro. This is elite finish, bro. Rafinha be elite finisher at this point. Now he's starting Ballon d'Or campaign. I think that season I start Rafinha. Now the season start give Rafinha. So make one chillax. You see the first goal, the finish. You see the finish. This be what we expect, bro. So Rafinha made it 1-0 in the first 6 minutes or something like that. And then I was going wild. All the Barcelona fans were going crazy in the comment section. It was beautiful. And then we kept playing well. But we were shaky. We were a bit shaky at the back. They caught us on the break. I think it was a fine ball from Anthony Gordon. Is it from Gordon or Hall? No, I think Gordon. Gordon made the first assist. So it was a beautiful ball into Elanga, and then Elanga made the finish. I think that ball for Juan Garcia, though, I love Juan Garcia. I love him. And I think he could have done something about the first goal, because he could have just stood his ground. Elanga was already falling. Elanga was just falling and trying to strike the ball across the pool. So he just had to stand his ground, and then maybe he saves that. But this is Juan Garcia, has done that multiple times and over. So I'll let this one slide. Juan Garcia is one of the best in the world. We bought him for 25 million, and he's doing amazing job, crazy job. I didn't expect him to go that far. And then they equalized. I'm like, no, man, this is not looking good. At that point, I was like, this is not looking good at all. Charlie, we kept playing. We kept the same energy. We kept the same structure. We believed in whatever we came there to do. I didn't like, what's the name? Lewandowski's movement up front in the first half. In fact, he missed 2 great chances in the first half. I didn't like it. Before we scored the second goal. It was a set piece. I think for about 10 games now, we've not scored a set piece, and so it was beautiful to see that we actually scored a set piece against this tall Newcastle backline. You have Burn, you have Thiago, you have all the tall guys. Joe Linton back there trying to defend the ball, but yes, still Rafinha picked up Gerard Martin. I think Gerard Martin was smart in the way he moved, because he was using the last guy, which is Burn, as his zonal area to check if he's on the line or not. And then he got the ball, dropped it into the box. Mark Bernal, man. Mark Bernal is beginning to he's beginning to feel like the Jude Bellingham of our team. Because look, I think he's even better on the ball than Jude Bellingham, but let me just put that aside for now, because the Madrid fan then will come for me. I think Mark Bernal is being the Jude Bellingham of our side, because he smells the goals. He crashes the box. The area where he scored that goal, it be striker area. That's where that's where someone like Lewandowski is supposed to be, in a set piece situation where we know we are going far post and then drop it back into the box for a finish. You see, that was supposed to be Lewandowski's position, but Mark Bernal was there. He smells the goals, bro. He sniffs it. Mark Bernal, my people. Mark Bernal made it 2-1 for Barcelona, and the stadium went crazy. The 1957 or 1995 part of the stadium, that's the south goal, where the south goal area, right behind the south goal area, bro. Those guys are lit. Our ultrases are crazy. I think our ultrases right now are the craziest ultrases in the world. There was this fat guy with a huge bun, yeah. Oh my days, that guy is crazy. That guy was going nuts from the beginning until the end. I was loving the atmosphere at the Camp Nou. Imagine if we actually complete it until we are able to fill it up. 105,000 people. Bro, nobody is winning at the Camp Nou this season. And next season, probably in the next decade. So yeah, Bernal put us in front again. It was 2-1 at that point. I still thought we needed a goal. We didn't need to give them confidence for free. We didn't need to give them anything, right? And then guess what? Another opportunity. We had Eric Garcia off the pitch with injury. I think he wasn't ready. I think we should have allowed him to play few minutes in our previous game just to see where he's at in terms of fitness. But we did not. We trusted he's good, and he relapsed again. And then we brought in our captain himself, Araujo, to cover the right side. I thought it would be difficult, but that also allowed Lamine to actually move in and out. He was operating more centrally yesterday, and that was phenomenal, man. Lamine actually broke the game for us. if you look at the goals, every time he steps in the middle of the park, he creates a goal. Every single time he steps in, he's super dangerous. So dangerous when he steps inside. And so, yeah, Louis Hall, Lamine Yamal made a childish mistake, which is allowed at the age of 18. He tried a back heel in an area where he shouldn't be doing that, and we got caught. Louis Hall made a cross, went through the legs of Araujo, and then Elanga at the far post finished it. It was 2-2 at that point. Newcastle were oozing confidence. At that point, the game was 50-50. Could have gone anywhere. In fact, Newcastle had a shout. They thought Elanga there was a penalty on Elanga from, I think, Cancelo. I think that was super soft. That's why the referee didn't even look at it. And then, right at the end of the first half, guess what? Lamine the Dream again. What a pass. Did you see that pass, bro? Forget the penalty. See the pass into Fermin Lopez. The traveler into Fermin Lopez. Unbelievable, bro. The weight on the pass, bro. The weight on it. The pass doesn't go beyond you. It doesn't stop before getting to you. Oh my God, man. It just comes perfectly in front of you, right on the feet. And then Fermin Lopez whipped it across the pole. Trippier was late. Rafinha was getting there. He dragged him back. Penalty. Now, it's a penalty, right? It's a 2-2 game at the Camp Nou at the first half, and we needed someone to put us, in front of the game. I thought Rafinha was going to take the penalty kick. Guess what? He handed the ball over to the Dream. Lamine the Dream. He went back confidently and then put it on the right side of Ramsdale. Ramsdale tried, but the power, that was so good. The penalty was so good that he couldn't do anything about it. He tried, but it didn't work. Went to the first half. I did not slay. Make I tell you people something, right? There's something about Hansi Flick that I do not understand. I don't know what he tells the team when they go halftime, especially when they play bad. I don't know what he says. I don't know, bro. I do not know, but I wish I was there in the dressing room just to hear it, just to feel it. There's something about Hansi Flick, I don't know, man. He's ice cold when he's angry. I don't know what he told the boys. The boys came out in the second half, bro. It was gun blazing. Bro. I can't lie, man. I couldn't even sleep last night, bro. I kept watching highlights upon highlights, reactions, atmosphere in the stadium. This is why we love the game, man. This is why we love Barcelona. It's more than a club. There's something special about this club, bro. I have to tell you. So we came out in the second half, gun blazing. Real quick, we had Fermin Lopez made a beautiful run. He started making the run, I think, 30 or 40 yards back. He kept running, believing. He trusted that the ball is going to come. He kept running into the space, running. And then there was a beautiful pass from Gerard Maldini, bro. Gerard Maldini, my people. Beautiful pass into Rafinha. One touch into the space for Fermin Lopez. It was a 1v1. Fermin versus Ramsdale. It's a wrap, bro. Fermin is a killer. Fermin Lopez is a cold-blooded killer when it comes to scoring such goals. And then he bent it around Ramsdale, went through the fans. The Jubilee celebrations was crazy. Fermin is so passionate. I love how passionate our team and the boys are. And then we kept going. It was like Hansi Flick was like, Hansi Flick, he gets some way they doing eye. No smiles, no emotions, no nothing. Ice cold like that. And when he does that, the boys know, bro. The boys there know. So quickly we kept pushing. It was 4-2 at that point, but we wanted more. We wanted more. And so we kept attacking. And I thought Lewandowski was a bit frustrating, bro. If you watch that match, if you actually watch the game from the first half, I think everybody was frustrated about the way Lewandowski was playing, bro. He missed chances upon chances. He can't press the way we want to. And so it felt like it was done for Lewandowski. And so Uncle said, No, it's not done for me, bro. So we had a corner, Rafinha behind the ball, he whipped it to the far post, and then Lewandowski was there to pin Libramento and then put the ball at the back of the net. It was 5-2 at that point. I thought, okay, it's over. Now we are just going to pass the ball and chill. Guess what? Hansi Flick kept it cold. He wasn't satisfied. He wasn't satisfied at all, my people. And then we went ahead. We kept coming at them. Newcastle at that point, I think they understood. They began to fold. You know, when the pressure gets high, it's only a few who can still stand it. The rest will fold. And Newcastle started folding at that point. They made few changes. Tonali went out. Joe Linton went out. I'm like, okay, it's done. Game done. We kept pressuring them. We kept coming forward because we knew we could get more. You know, we knew we could get more. So at that point, it was 5 from the corner kick from Lewandowski. I thought we were done. I thought we've seen it all. At that point, you think, okay, it's done, man. Pack your bags and leave. Barcelona are just going to pass the ball to the end of the game, and that's it. No, my people, we needed more goals. Lamine the dream again. This boy, man. Ridiculous. He drops into the midfield again. And I think this time it was Gerard Martin. Yeah, Gerard Martin. He dropped and then he opened his arms. Say, Gerard, give me that ball. Gerard Martin trusted him and then played the ball into Lamine Yamal in the center circle. He dropped Dan Burn, bro. That drop, bro. That turn. Unbelievable. That turn, bro. This be the turn way Jude Bellingham's, then the rest. They know the fit turn in the mid. See, he dropped Dan Burn with 110 and he was on the floor like 1 week ago. And what a pass into Lewandowski, bro. See, I urge you to go back and look at that pass into Lewandowski. Lewandowski did not touch the ball. He didn't need to. After Lamine played that pass into him, he didn't even need to touch the ball, bro. He didn't need to touch or control or do anything. You just have to wait and then strike the ball. That was how good the pass was. That's what a quality pass looked like, bro. Oh my days. Oh my days. I'm having chills all over, bro. What a pass. And Lewandowski did justice to that pass, bro. He just waited and waited and waited until Ramsdale actually moved closer to the first goal. And then the second goal was open. He slotted it in easy. 6-2. Uncle Lewandowski. 6-2. He was good. He had 2 goals on the night. He's been ass for the past two games, I think. Yeah, for the past 3 games, I think Lewandowski has been shit. But yesterday, he showed why he is the veteran. He showed why he is who he is. He has 110 or 108 Champions League goals in his career. If you had that up front, you have to start making that score. And we did yesterday. Yesterday was exactly what Barcelona is. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Barcelona. So the ugly side of Barcelona is the way we defended. Eric Garcia jumped into that tackle too early. He likes doing that. That's one thing I don't like about Eric. He commits into tackles early. You know, he trusts, he believes he's that good. You know, sometimes you just have to be calm and then see what your opponent's going to do. But yeah, in the last goal, bro, Rafinha again, he kept running, pressing. So we pressed them, and then the Newcastle player, I think it was Wollock or something like that, was trying to switch play to the left side of the field, and Rafinha was there, man. He was there like a wild dog. He pounced on the opportunity and then slotted it in to make it 7-2, bro. 7-2. And I think he scored 7-2 when the time we still have about 15 or 20 minutes left to play. It could have been 10, bro. It could have been 10, but we just kept it easy. You know what? Even the referee, he actually ended the game at the exact 90th minute, bro. Not even a second added, because he felt everybody actually felt bad for Newcastle. When you look at Eddie Howe at the touchline, he looked terrified. He looked like, bro, he looked so terrified. You could see it in his face. He looked like that's what Barcelona does to you, bro. This is what Barcelona does to you, bro. And so I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. We have a game in the weekend, a La Liga game. We are playing at home against Rayo Vallecano. We went there earlier this season. We went there and it was hell, bro. It was hell. Remember that penalty that we spammed? Lamine Yamal spammed the penalty that got us a win. Their VAR wasn't working at the time, and we got a win. And so there's a time for us to actually give them a beating, payback. We need to win this game. It's at home. We don't want to lose that home win streak. We've gone 16 games at home and we've not lost. We've gone 18 games with Kubasi and Gerard Martin at the center pairing, and we've not lost any of those games. And so the team is beginning to shape up. The team is beginning to tell us who should be starting and things like that, and we are recovering players back. Gavi is back for a few days now, and yesterday Joan Garcia went down. It wasn't serious. This morning we checked and he is good. In fact, he will be available for our Rayo game. It wasn't any serious injury at all, which is super good. And then we'll have Frankie Kunde also coming in this coming week. We are recovering them back. And so before we actually prepare for the Atletico game in the UCL, we'll probably have almost everybody in camp ready to go. And so yeah, I'm loving it, bro. 7-2, bro. 7-2, bro. 7-2. Do you remember any time say some club in any part of the world has given Newcastle 7-2 before? Ever? Exactly, Barcelona. So yeah, I love it. Now we have you have to talk about the knockout stage, bro. So we are so talking about the UCL, we are actually in the knockout era, so we are around the quarterfinals, and so we have Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool at 8 April, and then we have Madrid Bayern at the Bernabeu 7th April. And I think we have Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, also 8 April at Barcelona. That's the first leg. And then we have Sporting CP Arsenal, 7th April, first leg at Portugal. So here's what I think. I think PSG will be too much for Liverpool. So PSG goes through. I think PSG will beat Liverpool at the Parc des Princes. And I think for Real Madrid and Bayern, it's a 50-50 thing. Usually, Madrid just beats Bayern every single time, bro. But this time, I don't know. This time, it feels like if there's any time for Bayern to get something on Madrid, I think this is the time. I think this is the time that I think Bayern can actually do something against Madrid. Hopefully, I hope they do, because I don't want Madrid to proceed. And Barcelona playing Atletico Madrid at home 8 April. I think it's a done deal. Hopefully by that time we have everybody in camp, everybody ready for the game. Yeah, I think we smashed them. I think we smashed Atletico Madrid. I think we do to them what they did to us in the Copa del Rey this season. We beat them maybe 5 goals or 6 goals at the Camp Nou, and then it's over before we even step at the Metropolitano. So we go through. Barcelona goes through on that angle, and I think Sporting Arsenal. I think Arsenal goes through, bro. Arsenal is too much for Sporting. I don't know. There's something about Sporting players. They are too small. They are almost just like Barcelona. They are very small in sizes, and Arsenal will bully you, man. Arsenal, they have these huge 6'4", 6'5", 6'3" defenders. They'll bully you. They use the set piece against the Sporting CP players. So I think Arsenal also gets through. I think they beat them home and away even. And then we'll play Arsenal at the semi-finals. And I think Paris Saint-Germain Bayern semi-finals. I think that's what I see. The last 4 would be PSG, Bayern, Barcelona, Arsenal, I believe. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what a time to be a Barcelona fan, man. What a time to be a Barcelona fan. I am still happy. I'm going back to watch more highlights, more reaction. I'm watching our own live stream that we did during the Barcelona match. I urge you to watch it as well. It was nice. The celebrations, the jubilations, the teases, the banter, the commentary. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll see you this weekend. I'll probably drop a reaction tomorrow, but I'll see you this weekend. We will do a live watch along for the Real Madrid Atletico Madrid game at the Bernabeu in the La Liga. So we'll do that. I'll see you next time. Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia.